God, Destiny, what happened? We don't see you at the club anymore. Oh my God, Destiny, why aren't you at the club anymore? Oh my God, Destiny, you don't want to come out with us to the club anymore? No, the boys are on the couches. The boys are on the couches. Why would I come and the boys are on the couches? Getting on the couch used to be a bad bitch. Like, you used to have to be a bad bitch to be able to sit in the section on the couch. Like, you could have been a cute girl and you get into the section and you stand. All night you're standing. Now you go to the club and it's only boys on the couch. It's only boys. There's not even a girl on there. It's only boys in the section standing on the couches. Mind you, I love the club. I love outside. I love the club. I used to go to the club 5 nights a week. Like, it got so bad, security used to know me by my first name, not check my bag, not check my ID, walk me in. That's how much I used to love the club. But I went recently and I noticed 25 men sitting on the couch and all the girls on the floor standing around the table. And I could understand, maybe I got ugly. Maybe I got ugly and they don't want to let me on the couch. But there's not a single woman on the couch. And if I do get on the couch these days, I'm literally in competition with all these men elbowing me, sweating on me. Like, it's to the point I don't even want to be on the couch. You guys have it. It's really hard to be up here because you guys are making it really hard to be up here. When it used to only be girls on the couch, there were no issues. All the bad bitches on the couch, dancing, talking, drinking, having a good time. All the men on the floor, dancing, talking, bobbing their head to the music, having a good time in their sneakers. Now they want you to show up in 6-inch heels, little tiny outfits, hair and makeup done, to stand around the table while they get the couch, jump up and down, spill their drinks on you, screaming dreams and nightmares at the top of their lungs. No, I don't like the club, actually. The boys are on the couches. The boys are on the couches.
I personally haven't gone clubbing in over a decade. I might go to a bar here and there with my friends or a nice little restaurant or lounge, but I don't go clubbing, okay? However, what I just saw is fucking alarming. I have a suspicion that the men that are making laws on what women should do with their body, as well as the men who are suing establishments for women getting discounts or free drinks or free entry into nightclubs, are the same men who didn't get any attention in school. No attention from women, no coochie from women in high school or in college or now. Why would you fix your face to agree with that type of condition? Do you not understand that women have always been the product, unfortunately, right? They've been the product. So when men go into establishments, usually they go because they want to be around other women. Now, times have changed. A lot of men are very proud about their sexuality, which is great, right? Maybe they want to be around other men. Maybe that's what they really want. But you can't complain and say, there's no women. Where are the women at? I don't see them. I don't see them out. How am I going to find a girl? This is the reason why. Because it's already unsafe to go to these establishments. We already get pink taxed for all the things that we need to buy to look good when we go out. And then you're telling us we can't even get in for free? We can't get a discount on a drink because you feel like we should be equal? Now, when women said they wanted to be equal, they just wanted to be able to get a job and sustain themselves without relying, without depending on a man. What's so hard to understand? What's not clicking, Steven? What's not clicking? It's not clicking and it's embarrassing. And it also tells me that the guy who made that video about, women and men should be paying the same thing when they go to the club, all that told me was that you don't know shit about business. You don't know nothing about business. And you don't really understand the program. Because the program may be patriarchy, misogyny, but it's held up by women. Because we are the ones who birth the men that create these stupid ass systems. When women stop falling in line and falling for the okie doke, when it comes to these lawmakers and these men in their lives, show's over. Show's over. Y'all are gonna be fighting tooth and nail to just have a fraction of the attention that men used to get 20 years ago. Also, let me know that you didn't know shit about women, that we get pink tax for just about anything. There are things that we shouldn't be paying for, and we do. Okay? Also, when a woman gets dressed up, hair done, face beat, nice outfit, a lot of men think that that's an invitation to be harassed. Now, imagine that. Think about it in a club environment. Right? And now you're saying you want women and men to be equal when they're at clubs. Okay. So if a man steps over another man's shoe and he gets punched in the face, and a woman accidentally does the same thing, should she be punched in the face? Or should that man be like, that's a woman, let me chill the fuck out? Or if a man is having a dispute with one dude there and the girl comes in and tries to like, hey, separate them, hey, you good guys, stop fighting, nah, you gonna get it too? Just by association to that one guy? Like, think about it for real. I'm telling you, club culture, the dating scene, all the things that make women and men come together is about to go into smithereens. Another thing, anytime I've gone out by myself or with other women to nightclub environments, I've bought myself most of my drinks. My female friends have bought me most of my drinks. I have had men buy me drinks, but you know what happens? Those men follow me around. I have to be worried about, is he going to put something in my drink, or did he already put something in my drink when he ordered it and sent it my way? Do you get what I'm saying? Most of the time we're buying our own drinks because we don't want to deal with the hassle and the harassment of a man thinking that he owns us because he spent $7.50 on a drink. So that shit, that whole, but men buy women drinks, but men... When you see a man consistently buying one woman a drink, 9 times out of 10, that's his girl. Or they're on a date and they plan to end the night together. Maybe you're seeing a bunch of guys around you that are buying different women drinks, but with the same intention. So he could dance with her or make sure that he has something tucked in for the night just in case. Then they'll say, but why go out if it's so unsafe? Do you want women to live in fear forever? Do you want them to be barefoot and pregnant in the house all the time? Because that's what it sounds like. We have to literally practice cognitive dissonance in order to go out. We have to balance out our fear and our courage, and we have to outweigh the good and the bad. This could possibly happen, but this may not happen, and this could go this way. Like, we got to think about a lot of things. But it's just like we were trained to do it for so long that it's just innate. You know what I mean? So, of course, we're going to go out and enjoy ourselves and hope to God we meet normal, decent, good dudes who are just there by a fluke. Okay? But most of the time, yes, it is an unsafe environment. I'll go as far as to say that it's a harassment tax. Because if it's an unsafe environment for women to go to clubs, like a lot of you guys say it is, and a lot of women know it is to be true, then that's on y'all. Y'all need to educate your friends on how to comport themselves around women, right? Because here's the thing, these clubs just want women to continue to come. They want revisitors. But if women don't want to come, then they're losing money in these establishments. So it's a harassment tax. Either you get with it, or you complain that there's no women at the club and it's just a bunch of dudes on stage.
Okay, so I'll start with the second lady. I think she made great points, and she talked about like her buying most of her drinks whenever she goes out, and her having female friends buy her drinks whenever they go out, which is a normal thing for an adult. So, and now I want to make a point, I think, centered on that. She touched on the issue of saying when a man buys or sends a drink, maybe it's costed $7 for a drink, she has to worry about a man putting something in it. And also her feeling a bit harassed because that man might want to talk to her, that man might want to have a conversation with her, might want to dance with her. He finds attractive. The reason why a man is sending that drink is he finds attractive, and he sends a drink as a gesture. Maybe I would like to dance, and we pick it from there. So she doesn't want to deal with that. So a lot of people complaining, or she's saying that the clubs are male-centered. Even men on their end, they've seen that they've tried to send drinks, they've tried to buy drinks, they've tried to send a bottle, and you find that that still doesn't work out for them. So now it's just a thing to say, you know what? Whenever I go to the club, if I'm not going with the girl, when I'm at the club there, I'm definitely not giving attention to any woman. I think it's most of the men saying that, just like the way the dating market where men are checking out. They are not really out there dating other than getting what they're able to get from women, which is sex. So it's the same thing with, I think, with the club culture. Men are not buying drinks for women anymore. I'm sure, I think you've seen videos where women go in the club. There's a video, the last video I posted, there was women that went to a club and they stood in the middle. And then they were like, we are so hot and men are not approaching us. Why? Because they want men to approach them to be able to buy them drinks. So if men don't approach them to buy them drinks or send them drinks, I mean, there's no incentive out there for women to go out because they don't want to spend the money when they're out. They would rather, maybe if they are to buy some wine or some champagne, they'll buy it with their own money and drinking it in the comfort of their home, in their khakis. Yeah, you know. But whenever they go out, they dress up, they wear all these whatever, they put on makeup, they want men to buy them things, because at that particular time, whenever they put on makeup, they feel they are the prize. So men should be able to treat them as trophies out there in the clubs. And men are saying, you know what, I don't want to put myself in a situation where I send you a cup of drinks and then I want to say hello, I want to dance with you like the way it used to be. I don't want me to start feeling like I'm harassing you when I'm spending my money on the drinks. So it's sort of a free exchange, and it's sort of the same feeling. Women are feeling like, oh, men are not buying drinks. Even men have stopped buying drinks. Whenever a man buys drinks, women feel like also he has to harass me now just because he's bought me a drink. Even a man, he has to feel like, you know what, if I buy a drink now, I have to chase her around for attention again. No way. So you would rather not just do it. And now clubs have sections, and those sections are, mostly people are paying for those sections are men. And they go out with their girlfriends there, with their friends there, with their workmates there. They go out like that. And now for a stranger woman, she's not going to get access into that, because I mean, she was hoping a guy would buy a drink, and that guy thinks, so you know what, I don't want to go through a situation where I make her feel like I'm harassing her. So the men are not chasing. So that's the dating market has also affected the clubbing, because most of these things social events go together. So if men are checking out of dating, you expect also the clubbing scene to be different. It will be filled with a bunch of men, yes, because they can pay for the sections. Can women buy their own drinks when they're out? Yes, they can. Do they do it? Mostly not. They don't want to do it unless they are the bunch of them on which they end up splitting the bill.